keep working, stay down, or you're gonna get you one, I promise you. I know sometimes you might feel like, you're doing all this work for nothing, but it's gonna come. Just stay locked in. That song is gonna get you that one. That song is coming, I promise you. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? My name is Xone. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. I currently live in Atlanta. I've been making beats for maybe 8 years now. I got into making beats because I wanted to rap, but I didn't want to have the same music as anybody. So I was like, I'm gonna try making my own beats for my own music. I kind of realized I wasn't that good of a rapper, but my beats is pretty good. So I decided just to stick with that, you feel me? Focus on that. I wouldn't really say it was much of a music scene out there that influenced me. It was always people out there that kind of did music that I saw, but I kind of just was always into music growing up. Growing up in my household, there was always music playing. My family used to call me the human radio because I always knew every song that was on the radio, or just, I was a student of the game. Like, I was always on the computer looking up the old school music and trying to find a new artist. And so I was just always into it. So one day I decided to, let me just try making it myself instead of me trying to go listen to somebody else. I feel like I've always went through like these different phases of trying to find my sound. I still don't even think I have a sound yet. When I started out, I was doing a lot of sample-based stuff. Then I wanted to get to more into like making it sound more musical and then R&B. I think I took all those elements of trying to figure that out. And I think my sound is like more so now super spacey and, like you said, like more so laid back, but the drums are kind of hard hitting. So I don't know. I think it's just kind of a blend of just trying all my different eras and just trying to think what just sounds good to me. Don't overthink it. That's my biggest thing. Don't overthink it and just whatever sounds good, just try it out. I'm not sure if it was left field, but I got a crazy beat to Poppin' by Chris Brown. So yeah, I got a crazy beat. Shout out to my boy Nuzo. But yeah, we got a crazy one to that one. This might not be as left field, but it's a pretty dope sample. I love to collaborate. I prefer to collaborate. I feel like 2 ears is better than one. I mean, what I might hear, you might not hear, and vice versa. So I enjoy to collaborate, just to see where it goes from there. I try to kind of just feel out the room, see what the vibe is, but a lot of times I'm always like, all right, what's the next one? Or who's gonna start this melody? Or I might start it, or, kind of just seeing where everybody's head is at, seeing where everybody's vibe is. But I like to kind of spearhead things sometimes because I always have a melody in my head or a sample or an idea. I'm eager to get the idea out in the next beat. I want to make sure that we're utilizing our time as best as possible for it together. So yeah, get as many beats out and quality out as possible. Shout out to my homies that I made the beat with, Brother and Yeti. So just kind of just being around the right people at the right time, and God just blessed me with that opportunity, so I appreciate that. I actually did some of the melody and the drums. My homie Brother started out the melody with the chords. I think I laid like a couple little sounds on top of, just little ear candy stuff. And then I started out the drums, and then Yeti came in and finished out the drums, and then Brother came back in and added like some more stuff. And then we all kind of just contributed our parts. It wasn't anybody like using loops or, we was all in the room, all of our brains in one setting and just getting it out there. And the crazy part is when we made that beat, we didn't even like the beat. We were like, it's all right, next one. We made like 3 or 4 that night. And then out of nowhere, they were like, yo, that ended up being the one. So it's all good. So I like it. It's cool. Originally, I was going to move to Charlotte because that's North Carolina still. It's the bigger city versus Raleigh. But my homie told me, he was like, what you're doing in Atlanta, you're not going to do anywhere else at that scale and in that time. So me being in Atlanta, the people that I met since I've been out here, so many doors have opened up for me. And I appreciate everybody I've met along my journey. I still got a long way to go, still got a lot to learn. So yeah, I think me being in Atlanta was one of the best moves I ever made. And if I didn't come out here, I might have still been doing what I was doing. But that one, I think me building that relationship by being out here with people like Brother and Yeti, that helped a lot. My homie's been telling me I'm like super eager. So they're like, man, like you need to just like keep working. I'm like, nah, like I'm ready for the next one. I'm trying to send out as many beats as possible, meet as many A&Rs, as many managers, as many artists, kind of just tap in with everybody to get that sound out now. Cause I'm like, I got that one. Y'all see I can get one. So man, I'm ready for the next one. I'm just ready for them to start raining in, really people to start hear that Xone sound. You're trying to make a hit. So it's like, I know this person will sound good on this. I'm making this for this person in mind. And then you might play it for them and they're like, nah, that's not it. And you're like, I made this for you. But it's like, you can't just overthink it. You got to just Be creative. You never know what they might like. They might hear something that you didn't hear on a beat that you didn't even think they would like. Just don't overthink it at all and just make whatever you want to make. Be creative as possible.